Hi, welcome back. Let's put together another Disney Princess Display Nook today. We have got 8 of them so far. They look so tiny at the moment, like a 2 rows of 4. We're going to ruin it by putting one new one on the top. But we've got so many to do. So the idea is each of these little nooks are all the same size, but we're customizing them to suit each of the individual Disney princesses. And then I display my favorite mini doll of that version of the Disney princess in the display nook, and I can find them rather than having them tumbled all over any which way, however, and I can't find them. So today we have got Snow White, the original Disney princess. And we actually only have 3 mini doll versions of Snow White. This one that I only have the head and the torso of was the original one from 2017, I think, and then we didn't get another one until for years and years and years and years, and there is one more. There we go. So we've got 3 different versions, 3 different faces, same hair. I wonder where the yellow skirt is of the original version. This is why I need somewhere safe to display these. Okay, so this is my current favorite Snow White with the big brown doe eyes, red lips, skin as white as snow, you know, black hair as ebony, blah, blah, blah. Let's put her up. This is actually a little collar that came on the minifigure version of Snow White, which is nowhere nearly as good as the mini doll. I mean, it's just facts, right? But I don't know that the collar works for her. It needs to be, it's a little bit overwhelming. It needs to be a bit smaller. So no, I think I went to all that trouble of putting it on. Now I'm going to take it off again. Lovely looks. There we go. She's just lovely as she is. Okay, so she's going to be hanging out here with her woodland friends. So we've got no dwarves though, seriously. We've got too many of them to try to fit in. So we've got a bluebird. We've also got a fawn and a squirrel. I think that'll be enough. That's so cute. I think we can fit them all into this little nook as well as a cottage. So let's go. So we have got our slightly dusty, but that's all right. I'll remove the dust as we go along. 8x6 plate, little roundy bit on the front. We're going to hold them together. I'm using like really, really spring colors of green to go with this because it's just so vibrant. Works really nicely for the Snow White color scheme, I think. So she can be displayed here on the front, standing right on the very front of this, which means we're going to be filling the back of this up with a facade of the cottage. And I know that the little house is supposed to be the Seven Dwarfs cottage, and it's really brown and quite boring, but I want to make it more fairy tale cute and pretty to go with Snow White. And I've actually taken this from Ash's cottage from a couple of years ago. Even though the colours aren't technically Snow White colours, they actually work really well together. Not surprising because like that whole movie, the whole Wish movie was based on the old Disney movies, right? So okay, so we have got a couple of purple shutters, so pretty, and then on the front we have got the stonework for like built out kind of stuff. This just works so beautifully. I just didn't change a thing. I've just kind of changed the shape and the size and the attachment so that it fits into what we want it to fit into. So these bits here are the green lumps growing up along the side, bushes maybe, along the side. And on the top, yellow thatchwork roof. And I just want a wee bit of this because it has to actually go underneath an arch. So it needs to fit in, but also not be overwhelming. And I'm trying to remember what I had planned here. I think these ones go on here because I didn't want too much bulk at the back, otherwise it won't tilt upwards. So I think that's what I want. And then I'll curve over the top and pop a couple of little cheese wedges in to fill up those spaces. And after I edit out the bit where everything flew across onto the floor, we pop this on top, and this should fit really nicely underneath the arch. How cute is that? Okay, so we're going to pop these as the uprights on either side, integrate that kind of in, those in so that you've got a bit of yellow behind the roof. And I just want to support the underneath because currently those bushes are floating in the air. So we're going to pop these underneath it, and there we go. Now they sit nice and snugly on the plate. And then in front, I want a mushroom. I want a fairy tale toadstool. So cute. And over here, I need a big gnarly kind of tree to hang an apple from, but also to be a little bit scary, but also really pretty. I wonder if I can get those two things happening. So let's give it a whirl. So to make it a wee bit like kind of scary looking, we're going to make it gnarled and tangled by having angles on it, and then pop some thorn root kind of branch things out. I mean, they can be all the things. They currently are all the things. And then we'll use these bits at the top to add our branches onto. And down the bottom, we're going to attach it onto the plate with some really, really cool stuff, which I'll show you in a minute because we're doing the leaves on the top now. I forgot what order I was doing stuff in. So I'm using a variety of different green colors on the top because I just want it to be... I just wanted to have dimension, and having the darker ones underneath makes it really like adds a bit of shadowing. And then I can pop the apple here, and I think I can just choose the angles as we go along. There's a like whole heap of trial and error to kind of get the leaves and the branches to be hanging where I want them to be, and also not to be getting in the way when I put this next to our other nooks. And on the bottom, we're going to build out the base so it's not like just this spindly tree with all these little studs facing in different directions, so we can make lots of cool shapes, and that should pop that onto the plate nicely. Yeah, nice! Now we just need to pop all of these angledy bits, these little slopes, so that we can create a nice, substantially base trunk kind of thing, but it's not symmetrical. I just love this so much. That looks so cool. All right, so we have got a tree with the apple on it. I know she's not going to eat it, so it's fine. It's just up there for storytelling purposes. And then on this side, we need to create a more kind of the idea of tree, but this is actually going to be a structural support thing. So it can also be a place to put an animal. So I was thinking maybe a squirrel, but maybe... let's just put it in place and see. Yeah, maybe instead of the squirrel, maybe the bluebird would be, and it'll give a really pretty little pop of color over here, and like breaking up all that brown and removing the cat hair. They're everywhere. Okay, and up here, let's get some of the structure in that we need to have to make sure that this little nook all holds together. So another leaf, yeah, out the front, and then on this side, we are going to have, I don't love putting it upright on this side because it, yeah, closes the whole scene in on the front, but we need structure. So, okay, we'll pop, actually we can make the whole, the branches, the tree leaves arch over, but it's not symmetrical, which I really like. It just makes it that little bit wild. Okay, all right, so structure. Let's pop these wooden arches up all the way around and then hold them in place with nice smooth tile bits, some studs on the top to be able to hold on whatever we're going to stack on top. And I think we're pretty good. I want to put in the squirrel down here and maybe the fawn over. Oh, it won't go on in an angle because it won't hold on with one stud with its feet. So this is my compromise for this. That looks pretty cool. And then let's get Snow White in here on her display section. Okay, that apple is directly above her head. I think I like it. Kind of closes it in. I can move the apple, but I at the moment I like it. I'm going to leave it alone. I think this is just so charming and so colorful. Like it is like a storybook nook. I'm very excited. So we can pop her in here, or we could stack her on the top and just ruin all the symmetry. But I feel like maybe I'm going to need stacks of 5, like rows of 5. Dunno. I really don't know till I've got everything together. But maybe like this, like having it back down in the middle and having... Yeah, maybe that'll look better. Anyway, we'll find out as we add more. But for now, we have got Snow White. She has got her most beautiful, beautiful storybook nook. And I moved the apple because it was bugging me. I like it over here to the side. A little bit less symmetrical, but it's not... Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to donk her on the head. Okay, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Which princess nook should we build next? Oh, all right, I look forward to finding out. I'll see you again soon. Bye.